Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Joel Schwartz here, back again at the speed of light, and welcome to another Pokestrats video. And in this video we are going to be covering a brand new Pokemon, a Sun and Moon Pokemon and a Lola region Pokemon, which is going to be Toxapex. So I have been playing competitive Sun and Moon for quite a while, not many battles because I didn't get much of time to play it, but I've been playing competitive Sun and Moon battles since quite some time, and I am in love with this Pokemon. It's so bulky, and it takes hits like no other Pokemon can sometimes take. It has taken a wild charge from a Tapu Koko. Can you believe that? I can't, but I had to when I saw it. And this thing is just so bulky. Just look at its stats. You know, 50 HP, 60 attack, which is not that great, but still 50 HP is bad as well. Let's move on to the good ones. It has 152 defense stat and 142 special defense stat. So such an awesome Pokemon, like so bulky, takes hits like a boss, and it has a new ability and a new move which make it even more OP. So I feel this Pokemon is gonna stay in OU, and I wanted to stay in OU, being my favorite tier and being my most favorite Sun and Moon Pokemon. The reason I decided to do a Pokestrats video on Toxapex. And yes, so without any further ado, let's just get on with the video. And if you have noticed, I'm not asking for likes in the beginning of the video anymore. I'll be asking for it at the end of the video, you know. So yes, but before we begin, actually, please share this video with other Pokemon lovers so that they notice me, and you know, I get even more people to give my content to and put a smile on more people's face. So let's just get on with the video. So Toxapex, like I said, an amazing Pokemon, really bulky. Don't go on its tiny little legs. It's really bulky, and it can take hits for days. Now its typing is a very new typing. No, not a new typing as in a new typing, a new typing combination. I don't think there's any water poison. Let me check. You know, water poison, are there any? Oh yeah, okay. But anyways, you know, not many Pokemon have this typing. Tentacle, two really good Pokemon. Really bulky on the special side and good offensively. And Skrelp, I don't think many use it. Then Quillfish, pretty low tier. So this thing is a water poison type, which is OP, and not just any water poison type. It's a really good water poison type, so I like its typing. You know, just weak to Psychic, Ground, Electric and Grass, but that's just fine because they can be covered easily. Just 4 weaknesses, even though those are quite a lot, but I like it a lot. So my first strategy, like I always do, I'm gonna share my most favorite strategy with you guys and my most favorite moveset on Toxapex. So holding the Black Sludge, I don't like leftovers on poison types. I prefer Black Sludge because, you know, if someone tricks you or if someone switcheroos you, then they get the Black Sludge, unless they're a poison type. You know, they keep on losing, and that's why I choose Black Sludge. Now it has two very good abilities, Merciless and Regenerator. I prefer Regenerator because that does not make me use a healing move like Recover, which it gets, but that's why I like Regenerator. You know, it can switch out, switch back in, the reason I use it. But you can also use Merciless, especially with Toxic. It works really well as you know, new ability. Like I said, its attacks are all critical hits if the target is poisoned. So insane ability, but I just prefer Regenerator. You can also use Merciless, both are fine, but I'll be showing another strategy with merciless, and I prefer regenerator. So the new move I was talking about is the first move in the list. I think you might have noticed, actually no, you have not noticed because I have not done a Pokestrats video yet before this on a bulky Pokemon. I love running Protect on my bulky Pokemon. And here we have Baneful Bunker, which is a new kind of Protect. I don't know which other Pokemon get it, but Toxapex definitely gets it, and it uses it to the fullest. Now this is another move which can boost its merciless ability because it works just like Protect, and if in contact it has a chance to poison the Pokemon which made contact with it. So a really good ability, really good move, sorry, and it really works well. Now the second move is Toxic. I love running Toxic on my bulky Pokemon, and when it's a poison type and when it has such a good ability, even though I'm not using it, Toxic is just amazing on it. Now we have the third move. Note there are a few options for this move. I run Haze cause this thing is so bulky, even after some setup, it can take the hits. It can definitely take the hits and just remove all of the stat changes. That's why I have Haze over there. Now you could also run something like Sludge Bomb. You have that option. You have Sludge Wave as well, I believe. Yes, it gets Sludge Wave as well, but Ice Beam as well. There are many other moves as well. For example, another move which I'll be going into in the next strategy I'm gonna show you. So yeah, these are moves, but I personally prefer Haze cause I don't really like setup and sweeps when it's the opposing Pokemon doing it, and I know this can take a hit and remove the stat changes. That's why I have Haze. Now last move, the painful Scald. Not very painful anymore. Nerves, nerves. But anyway, Scald is still a good move because it has a chance to burn. But even though burn has been nerfed, it's still a good move because it still reduces the attack stat. That's why I have Scald on here. So yeah, it's just that normal bulky water type move which almost every bulky water type runs. So yeah. Now moving on to the stats. I prefer running it defensively. Your choice. It depends on what you pair it with. For example, if you pair it with a more defensive Pokemon, you can run it specially defensive. If you pair it with a specially defensive Pokemon, run it physically defensive. You have got both options with these insane defensive stats. I prefer, in whatever case, giving it 252 HP because it just has 50 HP, and therefore I want to max out the HP stat. That's why I have it on 252. Now this is when I run defensively. This 200 bold nature and 56 in the special defense stat. But if you want to run specially defensive, you can go 200 here, plus over here calm nature, and 56 over here. So it all depends on you at the end of the day what you want. It also it mainly depends on what Pokemon you paired it up with, but I personally prefer this set right here. So this, as I showed you, is my most favorite and my most productive set, I would like to say, on Toxapex. And yeah, this is my like I've always done. I show my favorite set first. Now the second set I want to move on to is also bulky but a little more strategic, I would like to say, because this involves more strategy. So Black Sludge, pretty standard. Now here I have the merciless ability and not regenerator, without recover even, but this is a really wonderful strategy. Baneful Bunker once again, why not? Now here's the change: Toxic Spikes on the field. Now Toxic Spikes, you set it up, people come in, they get poison, and after that you have merciless, and over that you have Venoshock, which doubles base, in which Venoshock's base power is doubled when the opponent is poisoned, and over that merciless, so it's a crit. And therefore, let me calculate, its base power, I believe, becomes 205, including the critical hit. So that is really insane. Actually, never mind, not 205. That's too insane actually. um it's 195. Yes, it's 195 base power. And yes, this strategy is pretty insane. Baneful Bunker can poison toxic spikes along with it, set it up so that Shock. And last move is called just for burns, but you can change it. It's just I don't know what to put in the last move, so I put Skull. Otherwise you can put Haze over there. I like Haze a lot on this thing. You can put Recovers cause we don't have Regenerator, so Recover is a really good move on in this set as well. I would recommend Recover over the other two. So this set is really strategic and a really good set. Now once again I have run it defensive, but like I said, you can run it especially defensive as well. Just keep the 252 HP and just switch the defense and the special defense EVs around, and the nature of course as well. So yes, it depends once again on what Pokemon you are pairing with it. Now coming to my standard cheeky kind of set on Toxapex. So as you know, it's a tradition. In Pokestrats we always, if you're new by the way, we always have at least one weird set on there, and that is going to be this set right here. It's not that weird. I'm not running offensive Toxapex. That would be the worst nightmare for the user himself. I'm running a defensive variant, but it's kind of another trapping kind of. Actually, we have never trapped before, so yeah, this is more of a trapping kind of one. So Toxapex, Black Sludge, pretty normal. Now I've run Merciless over Regenerator cause you want to stay in and stall the opponent out to death. That's why I prefer Merciless, and over that we are gonna try and poison the opponent. So Infestation to trap the Pokemon in and keep on doing residual damage. Then we have Toxic. I love using Toxic on this Pokemon. Poisoning Pokemon is my favorite thing with a bulky Pokemon. So we have Toxic on there once again to stall out the opponent. Now Recover, since we don't have Regenerator and we're not gonna switch a lot, and since we want to stay in and stall the opponent to death, we have Recover on here. Now no Baneful Bunker, cause of course Baneful Bunker could be a really good move on here, cause it keeps on stalling with that Protect. But I have Shock on here cause with that poison and all of that you can increase the damage and you can quickly stall out the Pokemon. That's why I have Shock on here, and once again it becomes 195 base power. So yeah, Shock is there. But if you want, you can run Baneful Bunker cause it increases the number of turns, it decreases the number of turns you hit. So yeah, Baneful Bunker is a good move. But another move I would suggest is once again Haze, cause whenever a Pokemon is trying to stall another Pokemon, if the Pokemon is a setup one, the first thing that the user of that opposing Pokemon will do is let's set up and kill this thing. So Haze is another awesome move which works on the set cause they keep on setting up and then suddenly Haze and all the stat changes are done. Gone.
Looks like the rocket's rising off again!
And that is why we have Haze, or like I said, Baneful Bunker or Shock. It's your choice how you want to play this Pokemon. Now in this I'm not running like a more defensive or more specially defensive. I'm running a balanced set. So 252 HP, pretty standard like I've always been running, cause 50 HP we need to increase it. Now 156 in the defense and 100 in the special defense with a calm nature, which make its defense 379 and its special defense 379 as well. So a very balanced set, and you can stall out many Pokemon with this set right here. The cheeky one not being that cheeky, more like a smart set, but I didn't really find anything else other than offensive one, and offensive one won't really work, For the previous one, I was running bulky, wish passing Jolteon, and Manaphy with physical set and all, but that would work with this. In this I can't run offensive and say it works. So yes, this is the cheeky one. Now you might be thinking the set is over and the video is over, but no, like we always do, I'm gonna show you a couple of Pokemon which I believe can pair well with this. Not couple, three. I've got three in my mind which I love using with this. The first and my most, not most, you know, it's balanced, like it's equal between two Pokemon. The first one is Ferrothorn. Oh no, it's not Pharaoh, it's Pharaoh. And as you can see, the most bulky combination on earth. Maybe not, actually there are 4 Pokemon I want to share. I just realized one more. So Ferrothorn, you know, really good. Can set up Stealth Rocks, can increase the stall rate with Leech Seed, can set up spikes as well to wear down more Pokemon, and can help with Toxic as well. So Ferrothorn is the first Pokemon I love using with Toxapex, and the main reason being the way they cover each other's weaknesses. Ferrothorn is weak to fighting and fire. Toxapex resists both of them. Toxapex is weak to Psychic, resisted. It's weak to Electric, resisted. It's weak to Grass, it is also resisted. Now the only one it's not resisted is to Ground, which can be covered, because you know there should at least be one ground immunity in each team, because it's really important. So yeah, and it's not even weak to it. With that grass typing, Ferrothorn is neutral to ground, and with that bulky defensive stat, it can take them well as well. So Ferrothorn is the first Pokemon I love pairing with this. Now a Pokemon equal to Ferrothorn in my case is Scizor. Yeah, Mega Scizor. They're both like almost the same thing, just that Scizor is not weak to fighting, and Toxapex resists fire, and just like Ferrothorn, Scizor resists Psychic, it resists Electric, it resists Grass. But Scizor being the more offensive version, so if you want bulky combination, you can go Ferrothorn, Toxapex. If you want offensive combination, you can go like offensive defensive combination, then you can go Toxapex and Mega Scizor, or even normal Scizor. Just Mega Scizor, I prefer it over normal Scizor. I've never used Scizor before. I just don't like using normal Scizor, but I'm in love with Mega Scizor. Also, not only that, offensively you can also run Defog on it, which, you know, when Toxapex switches in, it takes less residual damage if there's Stealth Rocks or spikes on the feet. So yeah, there's Defog for that as well. Now the third Pokemon is a pretty low tier Pokemon. Now I'm talking about rest tiers now. As you can see, it's all new. So another one is I don't know how to speak. Yeah, Executor. Not a Lowland Executor, because it's a Dragon type. We need a Grass Psychic type. So this bulky combination works really well as well, because Psychic, Ground, Electric, Grass resisted by Executor, Fire resisted by it, and Dark Host. Of course, Bug is also resisted by Toxapex. Of course, others are not, and even Poison, but others are not. So, but still, it can. This combination is pretty good. I've tried it out, and it works really well. It's a really stally combination. Then another one I would like to suggest is the Queen, or yeah, the Queen of Stalls, Chansey. Yeah. So yeah, this works really well, because as I have shown you, I love running the defensive way of Toxapex, and so the defense and the special defense combined, it works really well. Chansey being weak to only fighting, Toxapex resists it, and yeah, basically the main reasons. And so Chansey just works well because of that physical special defensive combo kind of thing. That's why I have Chansey on here, and these are the Pokemon I would highly suggest you use. But there's one thing I just want to check. Yeah, Yeah, I knew it. I was missing on something. You could also use Celebi over Executor if you want, with Toxapex, and it's a higher tier option, and you can run defensively or offensively. That's why Celebi can be a better option over Executor. Just depends on how you use a Pokemon. And yes, that is it. These are the strategies I love using with Toxapex, mainly these two, and this is the cheeky one. Then these are the Pokemon which work well, also Chansey and the Executor, as I said. So yes, I'm gonna go to my favorite one. Yeah, so guys, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on this video if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, and if you leave a dislike, please tell me in the comment section down below what I need to improve on. Have a conversation with me in the comments. I love reading your comments, and so I'm always excited when I see a comment on my video. I want to read it, so interact. Also subscribe if you haven't already for more fun Pokemon content, for more Sun and Moon strategies, for top 10/5s which are coming up soon, the occasional. Check out my update video, by the way. It's a really important one, please check that out, which is the face reveal video, by the way. And yeah, share this video with your Pokemon loving friends. And yes, so guys, I'll leave you here. I'll come back next time at 3 × 10⁻⁸ meters per second, and peace.